I love the game so much, even at my own expense. Like, I can't be pumped about the fruits of victory without equally respecting the agony of the defeat.
Well, when's the fucking defeat for your ass then, Gary Vee?
I'm excited when I fail. I'm like, okay, tough guy. And the sneaker. This is interesting to me. Why did I do this deal? It was win-win. If it works, I get to run around with the legacy of being like the first entrepreneur with a signature sneaker, and then, you know, it's kind of cool, right? Like in 20 years, entrepreneurs are just like athletes and musicians and have sneakers. I can sit here in 20 years and be like, you know, the way I thought about the first sneaker, you know, it's cool. It's a legacy play of being strategically right. But if I fail, it's ammo for my friends to make fun of me. Like, remember when you thought you were so cool, tough guy? Like, it's funny. But I have to have that humility as much as I have that confidence to be able to do my thing. You have to be okay with losing.
I would be very okay with all of you losing. You should be very worried about what I just said to you. Because none of you know what the fuck you're doing, yet all of you have a fan base and a following where you've taught people how to be fucking pricks and fucking pussy ass wimpy bitches, and you're married to them. So the old way of being a mentor and all this other shit that we knew from our older generations, that doesn't fucking exist any longer because of a bitch named Mona Van and a whore named Kim Kardashian, while industry tried to push LA and Hollywood in our goddamn faces. Because you were all devil worshippers.
I have a different question for you, which is, if that's your I agree with you that education has the chance to change the world, because it's already happened. Education changed the world.
There's no education when you tell us education isn't worth shit.
At the delivery of the education. So I'm fascinated by everybody right now in our current state being in technology. Let me explain. The fact that we in society put a handwritten note on a pedestal as this is some great gesture versus when we text people is fascinating to me. Because we've put the medium on a pedestal, not the action. So you're telling me if I write an incredible 6-sentence, empathetic love letter to my mom of my admiration of her in text form, that for some reason is less powerful?
It is actually a changed experience of arrival. For the generation. So right now what he's doing is shitting on the boomers. However, if you were a student in school, you would understand the value of handwriting a message or a note to somebody that you're trying to get to deliver a authentic message to versus a coding system.
Than a handwritten note for that same delivery, just because we're anti-technology.
So actually, when you're writing in the note, you're exposing what you really feel instead of this whitewashed, icky communication between you and someone else. And that's why people can't stand your ass anymore.
We fear change. I laugh at that. That's how I think about education. I do not believe in a lot of ways that education is being dispersed because it is in the selfish financial interest of
just like you and Mona Van. And all the bitches at Wellness Oasis.
Disperser. So, one weird insight could be...
It's fucking pathetic to watch her on a platform speak. And it's funny that you as audience sit there and you applaud that shit. You feel shit. I mean, I just am blown away at the fact that you would put any form of interest in anything that anyone at the Wellness Oasis would have to say.
That's your unlock. That you believe in it, but subconsciously you know that the format is bullshit.
So you believe in it? You're fucking kidding me right now, right? The format is bullshit? It's all fucking bullshit. You're in contract, bitch. You have to.
You're welcome.
So what do you think, that all this shit's just gonna up and disappear? You think that everything that I've created in the thousands of pieces of content over the last 7 fucking years is all just gonna up and disappear? Or that you're gonna use your clout and fame to battle my American people when you're a goddamn Persian? You're a fucking Persian, bitch. Oh, you little bitches that I deal with on a regular basis. Oh, I can battle your asses in a form of thousands of you. Put your little bitches in your fucking place.
And we have a guest who met all the people
Is ending, and I won't care. Because that escapism is my pure quiet zone, and nothing in business, technology, social unrest is in my mind. All I'm worried about is my guys score more touchdowns than your guys, right? So that's my escapism. And some people use film. Like, I don't watch movies, but I love movies because I know that does that for a lot of people. You get wrapped up in that story. That's cool. Reading. You know, I love people having their version of escapism because it's the healthiest thing. I think it's got some nuances to meditation. So that's that. As it comes down to work-life balance, there's a couple things that I think about. First of all,
if someone is already so calm in the version of calmness, what would it do? Like, Mona Van's a prime example of she just doesn't give a fuck. It's like she gives 100% too much shits about the dumbest shit. However, she doesn't give a shit. It's a tactic and a skill of an Iranian that her bitch ass rich life gave her. And that's not a talent, because that means you can't read other people. You just manipulate them through your money or your appeal of your tits and your pussy. So what does it mean for someone who's already in a form of calm as a cucumber in every situation, as she's shown in her version on platform? What is it like for them, and what do they go through, and what do they deal with, and what are they doing when they're meditating? Why would you meditate if you're already calm? Why would you meditate if you're already calm? Because you're trying to manifest shit for other people. That's a dictator.
Argue to everybody that the best way to become selfless.
Although that shit don't work if you're self-aware or you're an American. It only works in other countries like the Iranians, which is why you all fall for that weird-ass behavior that you participate in. That's why Patrick Bet-David got out of that fucking place.
Is to start by being selfish. If you don't know who you are...
If you're already selfish, why would you be more selfish? So he's literally telling you, if you're selfish, don't be selfish. If you're selfless, be selfish.
You will lose. So the first thing is, I do not...
And so now Mona Van, because she doesn't really know that she actually does this shit, she's so fucking stupid. So she's gonna go sit and try to meditate and try to control all of you. And you're gonna relax in front of her and you're gonna giggle, because that's where it actually happens. It's like she daydreams about her life, of how she's gonna be in a moment. It's all very complicated, but it's very easy to understand. If you're grounded in the fact that she's a piece of shit, she's just a fucking player in a dumb game without any shoulder pads on.
Crumble to current peer pressure of how I should live my work-life balance. I think that
she crumbles under peer pressure.
Parenting.
So that's her weakness.
Advice.
She doesn't give a shit about the people that are the actual customers.
Is quite flawed and has historically been flawed because
she's like fucking flawed out the fucking wazoo.
It changes all the time because it's generational and it's macro.
Check out her mother to get more distinction on who she is. Ask Gary's mom.
Political. And so, number one, I don't care what other parents tell me if I work too much or don't work too much. I care about what my wife thinks. I care about how my kids are reacting. And most of all, my friend, I don't overjudge myself. I know what my intent is. I want to be a great father. I want to be a great husband. Sometimes I'm over-delivering, sometimes
Do you really want to be a great husband to Lizzie? Obviously, that went out the fucking window when you made this fucking video. And by the way, everybody, this was 6 years ago.
I'm under-delivering. I'm always trying. This is also a specific chapter in my life.
Where's Lizzie Vaynerchuk, Mona Van? Have you had a conversation with her? Gary Vee, go handle your fucking shit.
So because I squeezed it so hard in these 4 years,